If you have a peace dollar, a silver peace dollar, definitely watch this whole video. I'm going to show you what to look for on those coins that can give them some value. So welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Definitely check out all my other coin and collectible videos. If you guys are new, let's just hop right into it and check out these rare peace dollars that are worth money. Alright, so there's a lot to look for here on these peace dollars. Alright, so first we have doubling. So on the reverse of the coin, you want to look for doubling there. So doubling is seen there at the top of the eagle's head, as well as on its leg feathers and the branch and the leaves. So that's what you want to look for, that doubling there on the reverse of the peace dollar. Now here's an example of a coin that has that double die reverse. This is the 1923 peace dollar. And because of that, and because of the high grade of a mint state 62, this coin sold for around $75. So nothing too crazy, but still it's a $75 coin. Now you also want to look for doubling there on the front of the coin as well. So make sure you do that with your USB coin microscopes. I have those available on couchcollectibles.com. Link is always below every single video I upload. Now here is the 1923 Double Die Obverse. Now this coin here sold for around $125, and it's got a mint state 63 grade by NGC. Now here is a coin that is in not so great condition. It's a 1923 D mint mark. Alright, if you're not familiar with where the mint mark is on these coins, it's going to be there on the reverse, just left to the feathers of the eagle there. So you will either have a D mint mark, a no mint mark at all, or you will have an S mint mark. So this is the D mint mark. This coin only sold for around $30 in this condition. So about good 3 grade, not very good grade. But the coin here is a very high grade, a mint state 67 grade. This coin has the D mint mark, same exact coins, just different grades, different conditions. This coin sold for over $76,000. So if you have a coin like this in this type of condition, probably a good idea to get it graded. That way you guys can know what grade you actually have here. So $76,000 compared to $30. Big difference there. Same thing with the no mint mark. You have a very low graded coin here, very worn down, AG3 grade by NGC. This coin only sold for around $30 as well. Personally, I wouldn't even pay that for it. But this coin here, no mint mark, 1923 peace dollar, graded at a mint state 67. This coin sold for over $15,000. So huge difference there. Now here's a 1923 S mint mark. This is a error coin, so a mint error coin. It's got a lamination taking place there on the front of the coin. We see it there most noticeably on the Y of Liberty, that lamination error taking place. So that can take place on all kinds of different coinage, so always be on the lookout for lamination errors. This coin sold for around $100, and it is graded at an AU 50. Back to the S mint mark, this coin has been cleaned. Definitely do not clean your coins, it would devalue them. It only sold for around $17, 1923 S. And again, if we look at another example of a high graded version of the 1923 S, graded at a mint state 66, this coin sold for over $30,000. So big difference there in coin prices for those. Now we also have what is called a little whisker here. It's a die break happening, so we see that little extra metal there. That is what we call a whisker jaw. A diagonal die break that is seen at the junction of the Liberty's neck and jaw there. So here is a coin that's got a whisker cheek, so we see that there, that die break all the way through the cheek there. That is really awesome. This coin is graded at an AU 50, and this coin sold for around $90. So we also have a 1923 that has what is called a little chin bar. It's a heavy raised line that connects the Liberty's chin to the numeral number 1, the number 1 of the date. So we see that going through there, almost touching the D. So that's something to always look for as well. Now here's some other peace dollars that are worth money. We're going to look here at the 1934 peace dollar. But keep in mind, some of this stuff you can look for on other piece dollars, not just this date. But we're gonna look specifically at the 1934 dollar coin here. Now in 1934, they produced 954,000 of the no mint mark, 1.5 million of the D mint mark, and just over 1 million of the S mint mark. And those mint marks are going to be right here on the reverse below the word 1. So right there, that's where you want to look for your mint marks. Now the first thing you want to look for on your piece dollars from 1934 is doubling. So we had the double die obverse. So you want to look for that on the letters we and the D and God, the face here. So always be on the lookout for that doubling. Now this mint mark here is pretty scarce on the 1934. This is a styled mint mark that they use from 1922 to 1927. So keep that in mind when we go through these coin prices here. Now 1934 double die obverse. Now doubling taking place on the front of the coin. Now this coin here is only graded at a fine 12. So you know the coin grading scale goes from 1 to 70. This is at a 12, so pretty low grade. This coin only sold for around $45. Keep in mind they're always going to have a little bit of silver value, you know, depending on how much silver is at the time that you sell it. Now this is a 1934 D mint mark. You know, this has got the large D and it's got the doubled die obverse. So doubling on the lettering of this coin. Now this $1 coin sold for over $850. So we go from a $45 coin to over an $850 coin because of that grade and of course because of that scarce mint mark on this silver dollar. Now here's the 1934, you know, it's not in the best condition, only graded at a fine 12, doesn't have any types of errors. The coin only sold for around 30 bucks. You know, not worth getting graded. I would not get this graded at all. But this is a 1934 D high grade. It's graded at a mint state 67. This coin sold for over $86,000. That's right, 86,000. That is, you know, there's not gonna be many in this condition at this grade or higher. So that is why the coin sold for that much. Now for the no mint mark, this is graded at an AU50. This coin only sold for around $40. So, you know, it's not in the best condition. Definitely not worth getting graded in my opinion. But this 1934 S here that's got this amazing toning to it. It's got a mint state 66 high grade. This coin sold for over $37,000. Now for a low grade 1934 S graded at a very good 10, a VG 10, this coin sold for around 35 bucks. And then again we have another high graded S mint mark. This silver dollar graded at a mint state 66 sold for over $34,000. So keep that in mind. You know, there's always going to be, you know, a big gap in prices depending on the grade of the coin and, you know, really which coin it is, because it all really just depends on those factors. You know, how many coins did they produce of this coin? You know, how many are graded at this grade or higher in existence? You know, how many of those coins exist? That's always going to affect the demand for the coin, the value of the coin, so keep that in mind. The 1922 D mint mark. Now this coin here, you can see that it is graded at a very fine 30. So it's not got a very high grade, it's not a mint state grade or anything like that. So the condition, not so great, but not too bad either. But this coin does have a double die obverse here on the motto of the coin. So keep that in mind, that's kind of what is going to give it some more value. Now this coin here sold for over $345. Now if we move on here to a 1922D that has got no types of errors, it's just got a high grade of a mint state 67, that's what's going to give it its value. And by the way, a lot of people that are new to coin collecting do comment sometimes on videos like this, and you see how it says "In God We Trust," but on the word trust it is spelled with a V as opposed to a U. Well, that was actually made like that, so that is not a mint error or anything like that. Sometimes people think that's an error and they always ask about it or get kind of confused by it, but that is actually how the coins were made. So this coin here did sell for over $39,000 because of that high grade. So I know that sounds a little crazy, but there's probably not many of these out here at a mint state 67 grade, so of course that's going to to increase the demand, which is going to increase the value of the coin ultimately. So here is a 1922 no mint mark. And this coin, with that high grade, graded by PCGS at a mint state 67, this coin sold for over $17,000. Now, if we look at the same exact coin, this coin only sold for $14, and that's because it's only graded at a good 4. So pretty low on the coin grading scale there. You go from 1 to 70, this is graded at a 4. So, you know, you're talking a $14 or a $10 coin basically to a $17,000 coin, just based on the condition of the coin or the grade of the coin. Now, also for the 1922, here is a low grade. It is the S mint mark. Well, it's been cleaned. It's only graded at an extra fine 40. Never clean your coins. That will definitely devalue the coin. So definitely don't clean your coins. Now we go from that coin here to a 1922S that is a high grade that sold for over $32,000. So that is a huge jump in prices based on the grade of the coin. Now this next coin here, this coin is graded at a mint state 65 and it's been struck 15% off center. Of course, this coin is going to sell for a lot of money as well because it was in a famous collection. This coin here sold for over $32,000 as well. Really awesome to have an old piece dollar like this off-centered. But let's move on to this next coin here. This coin here is a lamination error, a planchet lamination here on the obverse, the front of the coin. We've actually showed this in a video before. It is a $335 coin. That's what the coin sold for. It does look like it's damaged there in the middle, but it actually is a lamination error taking place on this coin. You see here on the reverse, it looks fairly normal. Now, I like piece dollars, but I like Morgan dollars and the design of the Morgan dollars a lot more. Definitely check out my Morgan dollar coin videos. I just uploaded about a couple weeks ago some bad condition Morgan dollars that are worth a lot of money. So definitely check those out. They don't have to be high grades to be valuable. So definitely check that video out. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.